They jingle in your pocket like every other coin, but some are worth thousands. The 1968 Washington quarter hides more secrets than most collectors will ever know. Born in a time of political turbulence and economic change, this coin represents far more than 25 cents. What if I told you a single mint mark could turn a common coin into a national treasure, or that an overlooked detail could be the key to unlocking a small fortune? Today we open the vault to the full story behind the 1968 Washington quarter, a journey that uncovers rare eras, valuable variations, and the untold history of one of America's most iconic coins. From the shifting policies of the U.S. Mint to the hidden world of silver planchets and collector-grade strikes, we're going deep into the history of a coin that millions overlooked, but only the smartest collectors understood. The 1968 Washington quarter was minted during a pivotal time in United States coinage history. In the years leading up to 1968, America faced dramatic changes that reshaped the nation's economy, the policies of the U.S. Mint, and the future of coin collecting itself. When President Franklin D. Roosevelt approved the creation of the Washington quarter in 1932 to commemorate the bicentennial of George Washington's birth, he had no idea that it would become one of the most enduring and collected coins in U.S. history. Originally intended as a one-year commemorative coin, the design by sculptor John Flanagan proved so popular it became permanent. The original quarters from 1932 to 1964 were struck in 90% silver, but that would change after the Coinage Act of 1965, which eliminated silver from circulating dimes and quarters. By 1968, the Washington quarter was being struck in copper-nickel-clad composition, a move that shocked silver stackers and coin collectors who had prized the earlier versions for their intrinsic metal value. The 1968 Washington quarter was struck at 3 different mints, including Philadelphia, which did not place a mint mark, Denver, which used a small D mark, and San Francisco, which struck proof coins bearing an S mark. Each mint produced coins with unique characteristics, and each has its own story. The Philadelphia Mint struck millions of coins without any mint mark, and these were the coins most commonly used in daily transactions. The Denver Mint struck more than 175 million quarters in 1968, but it is the condition and era variants that make this version stand out. Then there's the San Francisco proof quarter, minted in limited numbers specifically for collectors, using highly polished dies and blanks to produce mirror-like finishes. What makes the 1968 quarter especially valuable today is not just its mintage, but the presence of rare mint errors and unique strikes. Some examples include double die obverse and reverse errors, where the lettering and images appear to be doubled, giving them a shadowed effect. Another key variety is the 1968S proof struck on a silver planchet, a mistake caused when leftover blanks from previous years were used accidentally. These silver planchet errors are rare and command high premiums when authenticated and graded by top coin grading services such as PCGS or NGC. Collectors also seek full strike details, known as full drum lines, on the reverse of the coin, which indicates that the die struck the coin with enough force to show every detail of the drum that the eagle is perched on. These high-detail coins, especially in mint state 67 and above, can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on rarity and demand. The United States Mint during the 1960s was under pressure from rising silver prices, coin hoarding, and a booming collector market. The Coinage Act of 1965 had changed everything, and 1968 marked a return of mint marks after 3 years of absence, which makes it an important transitional year for collectors. Prior to 1968, all coins were struck without mint marks due to hoarding fears and the mint's desire to discourage coin collecting for profit. By 1968 mint marks were placed once again, and this reintroduction is crucial for identifying where and how these coins were made. It's also worth noting that 1968 was one of the first years the US Mint began offering proof sets and mint sets to the public in large quantities, giving birth to a new generation of casual collectors and lifelong numismatists. During the Vietnam War era, coins were more than just money, they were a connection to stability in a time of chaos. The average American may not have paid much attention to the coin in their pocket, but collectors understood that each quarter held clues to its origin and value. Coin shows flourished, coin publications grew, and era hunting became a serious passion. Dealers were tracking down rare strikes and varieties, while grading services began formalizing the system of assigning value to coins based on condition, rarity, and provenance. Among these coins, the 1968 Washington quarter gained a reputation for being deceptively valuable, especially when high-grade examples or mint errors were involved. Collectors today still hunt for the elusive 1968 quarters that slipped through the cracks of history. Some search for high-grade mint state coins with brilliant luster, sharp details, and no contact marks, which are hard to find due to the high volume of circulation. Others look for the proof coins with frosted devices and mirrored fields, hoping to uncover cameo or deep cameo finishes, which drastically increase a coin's desirability and price. Then there are those searching for the rarest errors, including off-center strikes, broad strikes, wrong planchet errors, or even transitional planchet strikes, which combine the design of one year with the metal composition of another. The 1968 Washington quarter is a coin that bridges towards the silver era and the modern clad era. It tells the story of America's shift away from precious metal coinage, the rebirth of mint marks, and the explosion of coin collecting in the late 20th century. As more collectors enter the hobby, and as technology allows easier identification of varieties and eras, the demand for high quality and rare 1968 quarters continues to rise. Coin shows, auctions, and online marketplaces reflect this growing interest, with record prices being paid for standout specimens. This humble quarter, minted in the millions, is still revealing its secrets today, and every collector knows the thrill of finding a hidden treasure in a roll of change or a forgotten draw. The deeper we dive into the legacy of the 1968 Washington quarter, the more we realize that it is more than just a coin. It is a snapshot of American history, a mirror of economic decisions, and a cornerstone of modern numismatics. From the political debates that ended silver coinage to the new technologies that allowed precision minting, from the skilled engravers who maintained tradition to the accidental errors that became collector gold mines, this single coin captures it all. And that is why it remains not just a piece of pocket change, but a treasure for those who know where to look and what to look for. Every collector dreams of the perfect find, and sometimes it's hiding in the most common of places, the change in your hand or the quarter in your collection. The 1968 Washington quarter may look ordinary, but it's anything but, and its full story is still being written by the people who search, study, and collect today.